Hi, I'm Ruth McKeaney. Welcome back to Hillside Farm. Today we're taking a little trip down memory lane as I share some of my favorite recipes that we've had over the years and my family loves. These dishes have unforgettable flavors and lots of heart. I hope they bring you a little joy and inspiration to your home too. Enjoy.
Welcome to Hillside Farm. My name is Ruth McKeaney and you're here for the summer series that we've got going. Today I'm so excited. I think you've met her before. Her name is Heather, my oldest and dearest friend. And we had a recipe recently. It was actually at your birthday.
It was.
Somebody, a dear friend of ours, Laura, made a really unique recipe of a corn salad with, it was a dip, avocado, corn salad with chips, basil. It was fantastic. I think every single person there asked her for the recipe. Yep. So she sent it to us and we're gonna make it for you today. So let me tell you how it started. You have to take 6 ears of corn, shuck them, take off all the fibers, whatever you call those. Grill 3 of them just to char them. You wanna char the outside of the corn. In the meantime, take the other 3 corns that have not been cooked, cut them up. When I say cut them up, take the kernels off.
Yeah.
Give me the proper wording. Slice the kernels off, put them into a bowl. Take the charred ones, do the same thing. So you're left with a bunch of kernels, some from the uncooked and some from the charred. Okay, that's done. So now we're gonna go to what you're gonna work on, which is the avocado puree.
It's an avocado puree, and we're gonna actually put this in the blender behind me. So 1 avocado goes in here.
Let me hand you the other avocado.
Yeah, thank you.
I love avocados.
I know.
All things avocado.
Gotta have avocados on hand all the time.
All the time.
Okay, so 1 avocado in there. And then we're gonna add a little bit of some oil. So about a tablespoon of oil.
Here you go.
And then a lime. So we have a tablespoon measure.
Now, oftentimes what we'll do is we'll take a lime and rub it like this first. It breaks up the inside, so when you go to juice it, it all comes out very fast for you. All right, here, I did this for you.
Brilliant.
Now you're gonna need to squeeze it between your fingers so no seeds comes out.
Yep, there's no seeds in these limes.
Oh,
perfect.
Seedless limes. All right, here we go. I'm getting the other lime ready because that's going to go into this. All right, you've got your 1 lime ready. Anything else needs to go into that puree?
I think we might do a little, is it salt?
A little salt. So here's some kosher salt, literally just to taste, a pinch of salt. You got that?
Yeah, make sure we don't have any peel on there.
All right, the lid is over there if you want to puree that. And I'm gonna start getting this ready.
Voila!
Voila! The puree is finished. Okay, so we have our avocado puree. This is going to serve as the base of the dip. So here we go. Now we have our corn. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of olive oil to the corn. Got it right there. You want to look at the paprika and all that. 2 tablespoons of the avocado or olive oil. Now we're gonna add something that to me is magic. Mike's Hot Honey. We put this on our pizza. We put this on anything we have an excuse to put it on. And so we kind of, you know, with Laura's permission, switched from honey in the recipe to hot honey. So it calls for 2 teaspoons.
And there's 1 and a half, I'm gonna do this first.
Yep.
Your paprika is 1.5 teaspoons.
Of paprika?
Yep.
I'm gonna put 2 teaspoons of hot honey. That's a tablespoon. It's a 1 tablespoon, but it's 2 teaspoons. There you go. All right, let's mix this up. Where's the...
You're actually gonna take 2 tablespoons of this puree and put it in here.
Kind of acts as a binding agent, I think.
Yeah. And then, let's see.
When do we add the jalapeno?
Yep, next comes jalapeno and some chives.
Okay.
So here's jalapeno. That's
How much jalapeno?
It's a half of a jalapeno.
Okay, so half of a jalapeno. And I happen to have bought a very large jalapeno.
Yeah, so it might be a little
a little bit. Okay, take the seeds out, mince it. All right, half a jalapeno, no seeds.
Yeah.
Add that.
And then some chives.
Chives. How many chives does the recipe ask for?
It calls for 2 tablespoons of chives. So it's quite
do
a
the
decent
whole
amount.
thing.
I'm going to do it a little bit more.
It's got a smoky kind of taste
Yeah, the
along
paprika
with it.
and
The
the charred
paprika.
corn really made it.
Got it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to see a twist at the end of this recipe that you're going to be like, seriously? That's really what you put on this dip? But it is. Okay, now.
All right, yep. Now you're going to spoon the rest of this.
You're going to get a dish that's kind of shallow, like a pie dish, tart dish, even a platter that has, did you put the chili pepper in there as well already? It calls for a teaspoon and a half of chili pepper.
No.
Okay, so here we go. I'll get the chili pepper while you start to line it with
Okay, yeah.
the puree.
So the puree, this is the other half of the avocado puree is actually going to go in the bottom of your pie dish.
Now what do I do with this, Heath?
Well, that's going to go right on top of it.
Right on top of this. Here we go.
And then we're going to get some basil ready to
Okay,
go.
while I'm pouring this, Heather's going to be cutting up basil.
Mm-hmm.
How much basil?
It calls for about 2 cups of basil leaves, but we might do a little less than that, depending on what we got here.
It is so good. We had this around a fire or outside on her patio the other night. It was so good. Okay, then we're going to be taking feta. Get about 4 ounces of feta. Let's spoon this all over here first. Okay, 4 ounces of feta. Let me rinse my hand off. How are you doing over there with the...
Good.
This right here, this is 6 ounces, so we don't want to use an entire container. Use this. And you can use a block of feta or this feta, either one.
You just want it crumbled.
You just want to crumble it up and put crumbled feta all over it. You got the basil?
Yep, yep.
And then you're going to bring over all the basil, put that on top. Here's what's going to shock you. It's a little shocking, actually, but it actually pairs really nice.
It's crazy, and you're not expecting it.
You're not expecting it.
The secret
All right,
ingredient.
the secret ingredient, voila, is blueberries.
Blueberries.
So you put about a cup of blueberries all over this.
But look at how pretty this is. The color
Gorgeous.
with the white and the green
and
and
the
the corn
blue.
that pops out from the bottom. And
It
the
will be
blue
the talk
is
of
beautiful.
any cocktail
like
party,
it's like
luncheon.
garnish. I know.
And then what you take is tortilla chips and you dive into it. You hang on to this,
Yeah.
I'll get the tortilla chips.
It's really good. It's fun. It's a lot of fresh summer flavors once again that we want to try to use all of our fresh herbs and our yummy avocado in the summer and corn and blueberries.
All right, so here we go. Let's open this up. I'm gonna let you taste it first,
I'll
and
taste
then
it.
I'm gonna taste it.
Sure, I'm gonna get a spoon. 'cause
Actually-
it's too pretty. I don't want to like mess it up.
It's too pretty. I'm gonna put our chips in this bowl.
All right.
That is beautiful. I mean, she brought this in, I have to tell you. And
And
with my critical eye, I was
She was like, "What are their blueberries doing
my
here?"
eyebrow went up. And she was like, taste it, taste it. And another friend of ours said, I promise you,
My husband loved it.
you're gonna love it.
It's delicious.
And we brought it home. She sent me the recipe, and here we go. All right, you got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Grab a chip.
All right. Got to get a little thing of everything.
Of
go
everything.
deep, go deep, so you can get a little
Get the avocado.
There you go.
I mean, come on, where's your blueberry?
I know. I needed a blueberry
There
on
you
top. Perfect.
And
All right.
then, how is it? Did it taste like the other night?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah? All right, here I go.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The hot honey.
Mm-hmm. The hot honey adds so much.
And I think the blueberry cuts the heat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good. It does. The blueberry adds that little pop, that spark of pop at the end, which is just
Of a
really,
little sweetness?
Yeah, a little tart.
Give this a shot. It's the perfect summer
Really
appetizer.
good. And it looks really pretty. Another presentation.
And nobody else is making this. I guarantee you.
Exactly right.
So check out www.hungryforhome.com and Instagram Hungry for Home, where each week we're putting out different cooking tips. And give this a shot. Have a great day. McKeaney, and welcome again to the summer series. And today we are going to do an appetizer with my very oldest and very dearest friend, Heather Burling, who came over today to make a recipe she makes for me. She loves to do all things chopping and salad and all those things. So we each divide and conquer when we entertain. She likes that kind of thing, so I'm gonna let her explain exactly what she does, because this is a summer recipe that I think will become a favorite.
It's a great appetizer. So it's super simple, and ideally you want to use really fresh, sweet little tomatoes.
Before you tell them about that.
Yeah.
So Heather, we met almost 24 years ago.
Yeah.
And I would say in that 24 years, if you've read the book Hungry for Home, she has been a part or helped with every single event you see. And I think that that's what I would encourage you. Pull people in, pull your kids in, pull your best friends in. Entertaining is not about you doing it doing it yourself. It isn't about the host. It's about your guests, and it's about calling your guests in for involvement. So that's what Heather has done. She has literally helped me entertain probably maybe 95% of all parties.
A lot.
She has helped me do. So now I'm turning it over to you, and you're gonna explain.
Okay. So my friend Abby first
of all,
brought
what
this
are
to
we
my
making?
house. Okay, we're doing ciabatta, grilled ciabatta, like a bruschetta. So grilled ciabatta, and then it's a tomato with sliced tomato bruschetta.
But I like it, multicolored
Multicolors.
tomatoes.
I always try to get fresh farmers market ones if I can, so they're juicy. You actually want juicy ones for this. And it's so simple. And then usually you can serve it alongside a cheese. So you can do a ricotta or some sort of a soft cheese. My family really just loves the boursin. It's so
that's my
simple
favorite,
and easy.
favorite.
And so
Do you remember when we made homemade boursin with Jillian?
Yeah.
So this older woman who was a caterer basically taught you and I how to entertain, but she made homemade boursin.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's just super simple. You probably have all your herbs in your garden during the summer, and so what you can do is a combination of herbs. But I always use basil and I always use dill.
Okay.
But you can throw in parsley or chives. But honestly, I have found, strangely enough, the dill is like the winner.
best part.
It makes it so much better, and it just gives it a kick at the end. So we start with our garlic. And I usually do...
Actually, can I be cutting this while you're talking?
Sure.
Is there a certain way you want me cutting the bread?
So it's just going to be
at an
slices.
angle?
Yeah, do a nice angled slice.
And how thin or thick?
Like right about there.
Half inch?
Yeah, half inch.
Okay.
And because what we're going to do is we're going to grill the bread. So the bread's going to get olive oil on each side, and then we're going to grill it outside on the grill.
I have the grill going.
And it's delish.
Let's hope it's not burning down the side of my house.
It will be fine. And then you spread a little bit of your boursin cheese on top of your grilled bread, and then you put your tomato mixture on top, and it's fantastic.
I'm telling you, it will become your family's,
it's
your friend's
easy.
favorite. It's easy, and it's great for a cocktail party to have to hand out.
Yeah, it's a good thing just to be sitting outside on your patio when guests arrive.
Gosh,
I know. And get a good bread knife.
are you saying this is not a good bread knife? This is a good bread knife.
It's pretty good.
It's
a little longer might be better, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
So I need a new bread knife.
You might see a longer one.
So, okay, what are you doing with the garlic?
So garlic, I'm just peeling it right now. And then I'm going to crush it a little bit with a little bit of salt to sort of make it into a paste.
Now, do you always use fresh garlic, or can you buy the container?
You could use
garlic?
it, but I'll tell you what, the garlic adds so much pop. I think I would personally use fresh garlic because you really do want that fresh garlic flavor to come out.
Okay.
And this is also one of those things you can do where you make the tomato mixture and it can sit for a little while and it can just marinate for a little longer. Good job.
This is my workout.
That was
for
good.
the day.
And so you can do make your tomato mixture,
Yep.
let it sit for a while, and then throw your fresh herbs in at the last minute.
Last minute. Yeah, you don't want to get too strong.
No, you want the herbs in at the last minute.
Do you use these heels?
No.
No, but I'll put
don't.
butter on them
Save
later.
them. Yeah.
Okay. So give me my job because I will be putting these on the grill.
So what I usually do is I take a little bit of olive oil.
You even brought a brush, and
I
you know
know.
why? Mine is broken. It's not even
Take
attached.
a little olive oil, and you're going to brush
Both sides or one side?
both sides, because you're going to put it on the grill, both sides on the grill.
Okay.
Give it a little bit of olive oil, perfect, on each side.
Okay.
Yep.
You can go back to your job.
All right.
I got this.
All right.
Okay.
Just making sure you got
I
it.
know, believe it or not, I can.
So over the years, Ruth's always been the baker, and I've been the salad maker.
The salad maker. I do not enjoy sitting and shopping.
I don't
Heather
mind it.
loves it.
I find it very comforting.
Cathartic.
Yeah.
So Heather has 4 kids. They run every other year to my kids. You know, I have the 5, so it starts my number 1, then hers,
Yeah.
and boom, boom, boom. And she has 3 sons, and then a daughter in there that's the only child that her daughter matched up with one of my daughters. So they've been very close since they were born.
Yeah, so I have a 23-year-old son, 21-year-old son, 18-year-old daughter, and 13-year-old son.
All right, here we go.
So back in the day, when we went to church together at the same time, we would do switches on Sunday after church. Britta would go to your house for girl time, and Anders would come to my house for boy time.
For boy time.
They would toss him around a little bit, tough him up. I think he's fine now.
He's fine now that he plays football.
Yeah.
He is just fine.
Oh, good. All right, so I'm going to put this in this bowl.
Okay.
It's just 2 cloves of garlic.
I like that knife, by the way.
It's a great knife. It's a Santuco, which is just a smaller chef's knife.
Yeah.
I use it almost every day.
I really like it.
And then I'm going to put a little bit of vinegar in here, red wine vinegar.
Red wine.
Yep.
And when you say little bit,
And I don't get out the measuring spoons.
Okay,
It's
if
about a
you had to
tablespoon,
guess.
probably about a tablespoon.
okay.
Okay. And I will say, once you add your tomatoes, your cut tomatoes,
Yeah.
you can add more
More.
olive oil and vinegar as you see fit.
Okay.
So let that just sort of sit in there for a few minutes. Then I'm going to take my tomatoes and simply, since they're little, you can just cut them in. It really depends how big they are, but really it can be like in fourths.
In fourths. Okay.
It's super simple.
And these are those kind of
And you-
heirloom tomatoes
yes, and
where you can get
you keep
every
the
color.
seeds. You don't have to de-seed them.
Okay.
Sometimes if they're long like this, I'll just cut them a little smaller, cut them in half, and then cut them through a couple more times. Really, you just want them to be
Bite
kind of
size.
about the same size. Yeah, bite size. Yeah. So it really depends how big each tomato
Each tomato,
piece
because
is.
some of them are tiny and some
Yeah,
of them are bigger.
I know. So you want to?
Yeah. So I'm going to take these
wanna
out
take
to a
grill?
grill,
Okay.
and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, so I've gotten the grill hot according to Heather's instructions. It's like a medium high, but it's enough to char your bread. And I just lay it down, literally. You're gonna grill them. I'll tell you, entertaining is so much more fun with friends than doing it by yourself. And I mean, we've had 24 years of practice, so it's been really sweet. All right, let's see. Ooh, it's hot. We've got herbs going. I'm doing dill, you're doing basil.
Yep.
All right, how finely do you want it? Just minced?
Yeah, pretty fine. You know,
Okay.
just it's just going to add so much flavor, and it smells so good. So, but again, it's really kind of one of those things. You really just add whatever herbs you have on hand in your garden right now. But you know, we're doing Italian parsley,
Okay.
dill.
Try to take a lot of the
basil.
stems out of the parsley.
Yeah, same with the dill, but you know.
Yeah. You're more patient with this kind of thing than me. I literally am like, stem, who cares about a little stem? And Heather has it
Sometimes I
all
do.
done.
Sometimes for some types
I
of recipes,
know.
but like truly, the herbs are kind of the show of this.
yeah,
So you are tasting it and you're not cooking it down.
That's true.
So you do actually really want to make sure that they're just really good quality.
Can I start doing boursin on these?
Yeah. So here, put your boursin. Usually when I serve this, I'll put it on a platter. Put the boursin in a ramekin.
Okay.
So that people can help themselves, and it's kind of fun for people
Yeah.
to build their own.
Build their own. Okay. So I'm not actually putting it on these.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm
Put it
not
in here.
putting it in here.
And
All right.
and it makes a nice, pretty presentation. It looks pretty.
Great.
Ouch.
First of all, I'm sorry. I love boursin.
It's a cook's preference. You're allowed to. You're allowed to do that.
I'm allowed. All right.
All right. So we've got fresh herbs, really, and then I added a little extra.
Do we have any more boards out here? What are all those? Oh, that was the basil I brought.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
clearly ignored my basil.
I
you
used
did
it.
use it.
I chopped it up. I did.
Okay.
No, I used it. So I added a little bit more of the vinegar and some olive oil in here, and you can see like the tomatoes, it's just breaking down a little bit, which is what you want. You actually want it juicy because the juice will soak into your bread, and that's what makes it really yummy. And then when you're ready, really when you're about ready to serve it, is when I dump these in. And this will change everything.
We'll change it all. Now, is that too many herbs for that amount of tomato?
You know, you could probably add a little bit more, but.
Oh, you mean tomato?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, for now, it looks
But
fantastic.
honestly, it's as soon as it gets within this mixture, it's all going to start to, soak into. But yeah, I would, if I was doing this at home, I would add a little more tomatoes. And then get a plate, and I'll show you what
I'm getting a little knife.
Here, it's right here. I've got
you brought one? Of course you did. Okay. When our kids were young and we would go anywhere, and you have your baby bag, and you have your diaper, you have your wipes. I do not carry all that stuff with me, but Heather would always bring double because she knows I'm not very organized.
It's okay.
So
we all have
we all have those gifts.
All right.
Put that on there.
Yeah.
And then I think it's really pretty, and I even have a piece of lavender we can throw on. Just throw on some herbs on your board. Look, I have a lavender right here.
Oh.
You can even cut a piece of lavender.
Yeah.
And throw that on your board. Yeah. And there
it's pretty
is
simple.
a fabulous presentation.
Yeah. So, yeah. Wow.
Thank you. Well, I think we need to make a little one.
Yeah, do one.
Let's do half one.
Yeah, you got it?
Yeah, I have it.
So,
Which one are you going for?
Here, go. That one looks
you want
perfect.
to split it?
That one looks perfect. So you do
I can grill a mean piece of bread.
A little bit of boursin. Just spread that right on there.
I'm gonna do my own.
Yeah, do your own. It could also be lunch. Doesn't have to be an appetizer.
Lunch.
Here, you take it off the pretty one. I'll do this one.
Okay. Now I can do it.
And then you just literally just load it up.
Oh my gosh, I love boursin.
It does make it.
And it's nice when the bread's a little warm and the boursin kind of melts down into the bread.
Yeah. And then you do a little bit of, you can drizzle a little bit more of that juice. It really soaks up.
And if you want to serve it pretty, you can put it on a little board.
And now we need a glass of white wine.
And now we need a glass of wine. Okay. All right.
Yum.
All right.
Happy summer.
Happy summer. Thank you for coming and sharing.
Cheers.
It is so fresh. It is so much fun. So call your girlfriends over, have a glass of wine, and check this out.
Yum.
www.hungryforhome or Instagram hungryforhome. Always every week a different tip. Have a great day. McKeaney, and you're joining us for the summer series. And today we have a brand new recipe that I'm really excited to share. It might be one of my favorite cookie recipes. It's not in my cookbook. I have a book called Hungry for Home right here that has a slew. It actually has my barely baked chocolate chip cookies in here, which is what I'm actually known for. But this particular recipe, it's a slightly different chocolate chip cookie, and it's a little more salt, and I can't stop eating them. So I'm gonna share the recipe with you. My amazing friend Lori is the one who shared the recipe with me, and I think we've all made our own slightly different changes, but it's basically the same. So here we go. We get our KitchenAid, which I don't really get to get this out very much. It's so dang heavy. So we start here. We are gonna put 1 1/4 cup of flour in here. Yikes. And then we are going to take a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. my kids were really sweet in measuring this all out for me. And we're gonna take 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda and 3/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. That goes in there. And then we're gonna do 2 sticks of butter. I knew I had them. There's one. This recipe, you might not go back to regular chopped chip cookies after this. They're that good. And once you put them in the fridge and let them firm up, I'm gonna go ahead and mix these. And it needs to mix for a while. Here we go. Wait, let me put it down lower. Do you like the puff of flour that went everywhere? We're gonna mix this for a while. It needs to get really creamy. And actually, true confessions, I just did the wrong order. I put the flour in first with the butter. It should have been the sugar. So just swap that out because I'm not redoing this. All right, here we go. We're gonna increase it. Okay, here we go. Yes, mistakes can be made in the kitchen and you can fix it, I promise. So what we've done is we've added all of the dry stuff and we added the butter. Obviously, I wasn't supposed to add the butter yet, but I don't think it ultimately matters. But the recipe will have the correct way of doing it. But I've messed up like this before and it was just fine. So we do need to add the sugars. So we need to add 2/3 cup of light brown sugar. Here we go, getting that in there. Yikes. And 1 cup of white sugar. Add that in there. Okay, and 2 tablespoons of light corn syrup. This makes them, they are so chewy, crispy and chewy, which that combination is really a nice combination. All right, 2 tablespoons of light corn syrup. And now I'm gonna turn this mixer on for 3 minutes. Time does matter on how much you mix these. So mix it for 3 minutes. All right, here we go. And there's no flour this time. Medium high. This can scare me. All right, we're gonna let that go. Okay, these are done. All right, we've been mixing this for 3 minutes. Now we get to the fun part. We're gonna add 1 egg into that. Oh my gosh, it's so good. A teaspoon of vanilla. I kind of eye vanilla. And there you go. And now we have to mix this for 8 minutes. So go ahead, do something fun, medium high, 8 minutes. So I would say medium high is right here. Okay, it's been 8 minutes. Let's shut this off. I'm gonna show you what it looks like because it's really fun. It's just a big difference. I tell you what, I'm never very good at these KitchenAid things. Okay, it comes up. There we go. All right. Look, it's very light colored. It's so good. All right, here we go. Now we are going to add the rest of our stuff. We've got 1/3 cup. Actually, let me clean this out first so we get all of it in here. Oh my gosh, you can't waste a single bit of this. Usually I have a couple, I don't know, several dozen at a time of my chocolate chip Ruth's Barely Baked, all frozen in the oven, so that at any time I can pull them out. We do this as well with these cookies. You can keep the doughs frozen in balls in your freezer. So anytime you have company, anytime your kids come home, you can whip them out and they think you spent all day baking for them. All right, here we go. We have got a third of a cup of rolled oats. We're gonna add that. Okay, mix it just a little bit. Add in 3/4 cups of chocolate chips. You can do light, dark, doesn't matter. Mix that in. Now here comes the magic. You're going to add a cup of crushed pretzels. Now I did little mini pretzels and then I crushed them. I put them in a bag and then took something heavy and just banged them. But I know this measures out. So here we go, about a cup. And then you need 2 cups of crushed potato chips. Now, I recommend using like Cape Cod potato chips or something like that because they're a little sturdier. And then add that. This is what gets them in a little bit extra salt. So here we go, mix these up. I mean, technically, I guess these are called compost cookies. Because compost, what is compost, right? It's everything left over that you throw into something. That's what this is. Everything left over. Oh my gosh. So yummy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we are going to make these balls just like this on the tray. Then I'm gonna put it in the fridge. In the fridge, what they're going to do is they're gonna harden up. Now at that point, you have one of 2 choices. You get to go ahead and cook a few, cook them all, or you can put them into I put them into gallon Ziploc baggies and I freeze them. Today I'm gonna make them. So here we go. Oh gosh, making sure I get fully, they're gonna expand. So I'm actually only gonna do 2 rows. And this one doesn't look very pretty, so I'm gonna add a little. So make the rows a little bit wider. I'm gonna put this in the freezer. Oven's on 375. When we pull these out and they're hardened, we're gonna put them in for about 18 minutes. The edges will be dark, a brown, medium brown, but the insides will still look not quite totally brown or done. And you are gonna be so happy you made these. All right, here I go. But it's chewy and it has just a hint of crunch, but it is chewy. That's what these are. And I think it's the corn syrup that does it. But I'm telling you, I promise, I promise, I promise. Try these. You will never go back. And keep watching Hungry for Home on Instagram because every Tuesday I roll out a tip on it could be decorating, it could be cooking, families, entertaining. That happens on Tuesdays on Hungry for Home. Or you can go to the website, www.hungryforhome.com. Have a great day.
Series at our home. My name is Ruth McKeaney, and this is my daughter Audrey, and we are so excited. We're bringing you to our house out in Driggs, Idaho, which is on the backside of Jackson Hole. So if you go over the pass of the Tetons, that's where you'll find us right now. And we're here for a whole big holiday stretch. So we thought it would be fun to show you our home. And today we are starting with a recipe that my family absolutely loves. It's a vodka marinara on top of ravioli. And what would you say? I mean, is this?
It's one of our favorites. The sauce is so good, especially with the ravioli.
It is so good. So we've got a pan going. Let's walk through this. We have a pan of 3 tablespoons of butter. And it's actually, if you want to follow along, if you've got the cookbook, it's on page 245 in Hungry for Home. But we went ahead and we're going to put 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm going to kind of eye that.
You're going to chop up the...
Yeah, oh, Audrey, you're going to chop up basil and garlic for me. Now what we have, can you hand me the onions over here? Yeah. We've already diced a small yellow onion and we're going to cook it, saute it until it's translucent. So here we go. Right now out here, it's a little different than home. It is snow covered and we came over the pass last night and the snow was going. All right, I've got this over kind of a low to medium. And again, I'm just gonna saute it. What I mean by translucent is the onions, you'll literally be able to see through them. So we're gonna do this. That takes, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, maybe a little bit less. It's all diced up. Now what we've already done, or actually what I have Audrey doing right now, is she took a large clove of garlic and she's dicing that up very finely. Because once these are translucent, we're going to add
the garlic. And we're gonna cook that for 1 more minute. Not much longer because you don't want your garlic to burn. I sent my husband to the store to buy the tomatoes, and I wasn't super clear on directions, so he got me 2, but you need 1 28-ounce can of Italian plum diced tomatoes. And so we've got some diced tomatoes here, and he also got crushed tomatoes, so I'm gonna go ahead and mix them, but ordinarily you would use 1 large 28-ounce can of diced. Did we get that out?
Yeah.
These are looking really good, Audrey. It's so much fun. Only some of our family has arrived so far. So Audrey has very graciously offered to help me get things ready, get meals prepped. One fun thing we're doing while we're all together, so all 9 of us will be together, and my brother, so 10 of us. And I've assigned different people in charge of different dinners on different nights. So you might have an oldest and a youngest, and anyway, we've mixed it all up. I think Alex might have even had AI figure it out for us.
I don't even know how
think
she
she threw
did
it on
it.
and had AI jumble the names for us. But it's really fun. So they're gonna get to do all the grocery shopping, they set the table, they do the whole menu planning, and it's
Do you
a
want
lot of
your
fun.
garlic yet?
Oh yeah, go ahead and put the garlic in for me. Oh yeah, don't let that in. Got that? Again, we'll saute the garlic for 1 minute. We don't want it to burn. If you'll go ahead and dice up all the,
Yeah.
awesome. I'm gonna stir this. I think the more garlic, the better. All right. Once that 1 minute has passed, turn this up a little bit, I'm gonna add the tomatoes. Let's see. So we've had this house that we actually rent out on Airbnb. We've had it for about a year, but it's one of our very favorite family places. All right, my hands are greasy. Could you help me with that? My hand's greasy from the oil.
Yeah.
So thank you. So Audrey, have you gotten to ski yet?
Yes.
Audrey
So
and Bob came out before me.
me and my dad came out on Sunday, and then all day yesterday it was just us here, so we went and skied all day. Do you want me to pour it in?
Yeah.
It was really nice. They haven't had much snow yet, but starting Saturday, they've had like over a foot since.
It gets
Especially
more
last night when it
snow
was a lot.
here. I think it holds records nationwide as far as they have great snow. All right, here we go. Audrey, do you have, if you can give me, we're cooking this down. I need the basil thrown in here.
Yeah, I have
And
the
what
basil.
we're putting in is 2 tablespoons. And again, err on more than less if you love basil. Yeah, got it all diced up. Go ahead and try to dice up just the rest of these big.
Okay.
But it needs to be fresh basil. This makes your whole kitchen smell amazing. So Audrey is away at school, and she's so
Well, not anymore.
excited. Not right now, but she's so excited to get her own place next year to do her own cooking.
Mm-hmm.
What are you most excited? What are you looking forward to cooking?
Gosh, I don't even know. Probably eggs, honestly.
Eggs.
Have some real eggs for a change.
She
Those
says
are
her
nice.
school does not have real eggs. I guess they're out of a box, most colleges.
Out of a bag.
Out of a bag.
But honestly, just in general, just being able to cook food for any meal
Yeah.
would be so nice.
What's fun is I think most of my, maybe half of my, 3 out of my 4 girls love cooking. All right, so after you add your basil, you're gonna add about 1/8 of a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Again, if you like it a little spicier, add a little bit more.
Do you want me to get the pasta out yet?
Yes, in this pan, I've got water boiling. And we are going to put in some frozen ravioli. You can choose any kind of ravioli. If you want gluten-free ravioli, if you want whole wheat ravioli. I had Bob and Audrey pick me up any cheese ravioli that they wanted to find.
Do you want
All right, now after
1
this,
or 2 bags?
I would just do half
One,
a bag.
half a
for
bag.
it.
Okay.
Now what we're gonna do, we are going to put in some vodka. That's why it's called vodka marinara. But I want to tell you, vodka marinara, don't worry about alcohol. It will burn off in this recipe. It does not, you can almost not taste it, but it does burn off, so you don't have to be concerned. And you are going to put in a half a cup of vodka. You can put it a little less if you want.
Do you need the heavy whipping cream yet?
I think I might drive some people crazy because I'm not exactly exact in my measuring. Pardon?
To say the least.
To say the least.
Do you want your heavy whipping cream?
Not yet.
Okay.
So you are going to simmer this for 15 minutes because you want the alcohol to totally cook down. So just let this simmer and all the flavors start to go into each other. And once it simmers, we're going to add heavy whipping cream and the Parmesan last. Yeah, it's simmering right now. I'm going to go ahead and mix up those raviolis so they don't stick together.
Could also, is it hot enough, that water? The ravioli one? It's up to the max, but it doesn't look like.
Getting used to the house that you don't live in on a regular basis and the ovens. Ours is gas at home. Well, and it's just a little bit different the way the stovetop works. So this is the first time we've ever done a house where we've Airbnb'd it, and it has its challenges. So, but it's fun. I wanted to create a home away from home for people. All right.
Do you want me to move the ravioli over here, see if this
Yeah,
works
that's
better?
smart. That's smart.
Watch your arm. So this flame's bigger.
I wish you could smell it. Garlic, tomato, onion, basil, and soon to be Parmesan.
Smells so good.
I know. One of the ways you can tell when ravioli is done is when they start to completely float to the top. Just a little bit of, not useless information, but just a little bit of information if you haven't checked the package.
Second tip Tuesday.
Yeah, it's like a tip Tuesday. All right, doesn't that look good? All right, I think it's about time. We're gonna add the heavy whipping cream, a half a cup of heavy whipping cream.
Is that the half cup?
Yep. And you're gonna simmer for another 5 minutes. Oh, I could eat it with a spoon. So you happy to be home?
I am. Nice to be done with finals.
I know, and it's just fun to escape all together and do our normal family things. All right, so this is gonna go for 5 minutes.
Do we have the cheese yet, or is that at the end?
The cheese is after it simmers for 5 minutes. And then the final thing happens, and that's the Parmesan. All right, so it's been simmering another 5 minutes. The ravioli's done. Audrey, if you'll carry those over and
Yeah, I'll
strain them.
strain it.
Don't burn your hands though. Here's some mitts.
Some big mittens.
And then we're going to add the Parmesan. And what I had Audrey do ahead of time is we took a planer. It just grates that Parmesan extra fine. So we went ahead and we planted about 5 or 6 tablespoons of Parmesan. And we're going to put that all over. Looks so good. I mean, if I were to walk into this house right now, I would be like, it smells so good. There we go. So it's a very, very easy recipe to make, and everyone's gonna love it. Serve it with a great Caesar salad, crusty bread, and it is a perfect winter meal. You got it? Let me see. I think I found something. Audrey, will you sprinkle some
some more
shaved
cheese.
Parmesan on top? Yeah. Perfect.
Oh, you got lost.
I know. It's okay. It's perfect. Awesome. All right. Serve these to your kids,
your partner, your spouse, and I promise you're gonna have a great winter's day.
Welcome to Hillside Farm. My name is Ruth McKeaney, and we are here doing the summer series. I am incredibly excited to talk with you about what we're gonna do today in the kitchen. It's a carrot cake. And I have to tell you, I was never a big carrot cake fan. I love cream cheese frostings, but most carrot cakes are not really moist that I've had. And I got this recipe from my cousin Chriselle, who I think is one of the best cooks that I know. And she shared it with me, and I'm telling you, it is by far one of the best. I realize my book, Hungry for Home, it's not in the book, but I will make sure that the recipe is posted on my website, which is hungryforhome.com. Hungry, the number 4, home.com. Or else you can check out my Instagram, Hungry for Home, that's F-O-R, not the number, F-O-R, because every week I put on Tip Tuesdays, whether they're tips for cooking, gardening, entertaining, or just family tradition and those kind of tips. So check out those 2 places, and that's where today's recipe will be. All right, thank you, Chriselle, wherever you are, because this recipe is amazing. I promise you, you will go out and make it. All right, start, you get a bowl. Okay, so we are gonna start with 2 cups of flour. Dump that in. I'll tell you what, my daughters last night helped me measure everything, and that helps so much. Okay, we're gonna do a 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. Here we got, I collect salt cellars, so I have salt in everything all over my house. All right, a 1/2 teaspoon of that. We're gonna do 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Drop that. 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. All right, and then a teaspoon of nutmeg. All right, we've got all the dry ingredients, and we're gonna whip it up a little bit. I mean, when I say whip it up at this point, we're just gonna incorporate everything so that when we add all of our wet ingredients, it's already mixed. Anytime you have, specifically if you have spices, you don't want clumps of spices, I promise. So, I am telling you, you're gonna love this recipe. All right, that's all mixed up. Now, once that's mixed up, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do our carrots. So, we need 3 cups of shredded carrots. Now, some people like to see the carrot in the cake. I don't, and I like a really clean bite, but do what you want. One of my kids likes them a little bit with the shredded, so I save a little shredded and add it, or you can totally pulverize. It doesn't matter. The point is you need 3 cups. So, I might call it minced carrots. All right, here we go. We need 3 cups of minced carrots. Minced. Okay, before I do that, I'm going to do 4 eggs. We're gonna put all of this in here. Well, maybe I can measure out the carrots first. Let's see, 3 cups. See, it's pretty minced. It's not pulverized, but you're not seeing whole carrots. I promise you though, it just makes it that much moister in the end. All right, 3 cups. I'm adding a little bit more. All right, there's our carrots. By the way, I have preheated the oven at 350. That's been going for a while, so it's gonna be ready to go when the cake is ready. All right, we have the 3 cups of carrots. I'm going to add 4 eggs. These are fresh from our chickens this morning. Here we go, 4 eggs. It's kind of fun being able to just go right outside and collect your eggs. All right, let me mix that up a little bit. You know, usually my favorites have to do with chocolate or vanilla or some kind of berry tart. All of those things I have in the book. So it's fun to do something just a little bit different and have people love it. I made this for a party the other night and people couldn't stop talking about it, and I got so many texts the next day asking for the recipe. So we go from there to 3/4 cup of buttermilk. Here we go. I mean, what is not good with buttermilk? It just makes everything moist. Okay, 3/4 cups of buttermilk, 3/4 cups of vegetable oil. Now, a lot of people don't like to use vegetable oil. It is not healthy. You can use avocado oil if you want, but just add 3/4 cup. Continue to mix. And here we go, 1.5 cups of sugar. All right, let's mix this up. And now we're gonna combine our dry ingredients and our wet ingredients. Oh my gosh, this is so good. And I am telling you, the cream cheese frosting, well, it makes everything worth it. Here we go. I'm gonna use this mixer for this portion. Okay. What I've decided to do, instead of making one large 9x13 cake, which is the way usually you would do this, is I'm doing 2 8x8 pans because I'm gonna give one away. So I've already greased both of these pans, and here we go. Let's pour this cake in there. Make sure they're even. It doesn't take long to make it. It's surprising. All right. I mean, come on. As I make a mess everywhere. And that's it. It's greased, it's ready to go. When we pull these out, they'll have risen all the way. We will let them cool. Then we're gonna make some cake. Frosting is the name of the game. It's what makes a cake or breaks a cake. I love cream cheese frosting. So on this particular cake, it just, I can't get enough cream cheese frosting. So how do you do it? All right, let's take a block of cream cheese. It's been softened. Throw that in there. A softened stick of butter, real butter. All right, then we're gonna take 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And obviously I kind of eye this. That might be a little much, but that's okay. And then here's where it gets a little tricky, and it gets to what your personal taste is. I like it a little less sweet. Some people like it a little more sweet. If you like it a little more sweet, add 3 cups of powdered sugar. I tend to add it and taste it as I go, just to see if it's exactly what I want. So I'm gonna start with a cup. I'll start with 2 cups of powdered sugar. And then I'll kind of taste it at that point and see if it's what I am looking for. Here we go. Let's hope it doesn't all fly everywhere. Yeah, it's flying. I'm gonna clean this one out and finish it up by hand, but let me just take a little taste. See, 2 cups is enough powdered sugar for me. Some people, you're all in, boy, you're going 3 cups. So remember, it's up to you. I'm not gonna use my finger. It's up to you and whatever you want. We're gonna finish whipping this up, make it a nice whipped kind of frosting. And when that cake cools, we are going to spread it all over and you are going to thank me, I promise. But the cake is going to be in there between 40 and 60 minutes. Start checking it at 40. I take it when it is just done. I take it out. I don't like it to be too firm because again, I like it really moist. But check it between 40 and 60 minutes. So we'll see you then. All right, we took these cakes out of the oven. I let them cool because remember, you can't put the icing on them if they haven't cooled. Now, here we go. Cream cheese icing is gonna go all over it. Oh my gosh, it is so good. And here we have one already done. Look at the wonders. And here we go. It does not get better than this piece of cake. So I'm telling you, taste it. You will love it, and so will all of your company. Have a great day. Don't forget, check Hungry for Home on Instagram. Every Tuesday I do Tip Tuesdays and a bunch of other facts that I put out there, as well as my website, www.hungryforhome. Have a great day.